What's up, you guys? This is Byrd. Hey, I got a serious question for you guys in Black America. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong where we're raising kids now to believe that to make it, truly make it, we have to be a rapper, we have to be an athlete, we have to be somewhat in that arena to make it in life, especially for Black American men. You know, we have this big society gap where the African American men are missing because they're being incarcerated. And a lot of the children are now relying on, the hopes and dreams of making it in the NFL and making it on the NBA and making it in rap culture. And there's nothing wrong not knocking any of those occupations or people who are in those occupations and being successful. But if we are truly being honest here, the majority of African Americans, especially men that are going to make it in those careers, is slim to none. So where do we begin to look at, and when do we begin to look at society and say, hey, bring these guys together, bring these youth together, and tell them that it's okay to be an entrepreneur, that it's okay to go after your dreams and be a doctor, be a lawyer. Where did we go wrong with, the music that's being projected into these youth that's telling them that drugs, alcohol, and things of that nature is okay? It's not okay, because those substances that is being given to these young people are really harming our generation. Is really harming the youth that are in this generation and that are growing up and believing that. And when did we not look at mental health? We need to look into the psychological events that are going on in these youth mind, man. We need to really get a hold of this. Us as Black men, I don't have any children myself, but me being a leader, me being a youth leader, and me being involved in kids' life, I have to issue myself and let them know that it's okay to look past that type of lifestyle and look beyond that. That it's okay to be an engineer. That it's okay to be, a mechanic. That it's okay that these jobs that are there to be a plumber, these jobs that are technical jobs, that 9 times out of 10, majority of these individuals, if they're not in the chain gang and if they're not, dead or in the hospital somewhere, majority of these jobs provide, these jobs actually provide for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Actually provide for men like me. So we are pushing a mental image on these youth that they're grasping to, that's really, really not true. That they can be successful in being an engineer. That they can be successful in being a entrepreneur. That they can be successful in being who they are and who they are meant to be. That they don't have to always go after the riches and fame to make it. I spoke to a young man last night at church, and it was about the difference between being rich and being wealthy. And the young man he asked me the question. I said, what is the difference between being rich and wealthy? And that young man spoke out. He said, I don't know what's the difference. And it was another young man that was sitting right next to him that said, oh man, you dumb, you stupid. No, I had to nip that in the bud with that youth and let him know that that is him asking questions about the difference between being rich and wealthy. That has to occur. I have to be able to answer that question to that young man. And the society say that, that other young man saying that, oh, you stupid because you asked a dumb question. No question is dumb. That's what we got to get around. That educating our mind will educate our life. That we will be provided with each and everything that we need. We will be, if we can educate our mind, we can educate others. If we can educate our mind, we can get the cars, we can get the houses, we can get the money. Those things will come, but if we don't educate our mind, we will be stuck in this society, failing society of ours. Where do we grasp a hold of our youth? Men, when are we going to step up in our community? When are we going to take these lives that are given to us and impact them in major ways? Tell them to be greater than us. I'm calling for all the OGs, man. All the big dogs, all the entrepreneurs, each and every one of the, big status folks. I'm calling for each and every one of you men to take the initiative and let these young people know that they are more than just dribbling the ball. That they are more, that they can be more, and they can do more in society to help others. That they can do more in society to create a thought process that will continue and grow in other young people. That they can be leaders. That they don't have to stick to the status quo. We got so many followers in our community. And it's so sad. It's so sad that we have so many followers in our community that no one wants to take the initiative and be a leader. No one wants to take the initiative and go forth and be greater than the average. Let these young people know that these jobs that are vocational jobs, that they pay the bills, that they are jobs that they can get and grow, that there are skills, that masonry, that a mason is a skill, a brick mason is a skill, that a licensed plumber is a skill, that mechanics is a skill. That these are skills that they can use to grow. That they don't have to always go to college to make it. That's what we've pushed on these young people, that we have to go to college to make it. No, that is not always true. And let's stop. No, there's nothing wrong with going to college. There's nothing wrong with going to college and pursuing a dream of becoming greater. But if going to college is not serving your purpose, in life, then don't go. Become something that you can skillfully create. That, sports is not always everything. Sports is not always everything. That becoming that rapper is not always everything. That's not. It's very few of us that actually make it in those careers. And because it's very few, there's very chosen people that are supposed to be in that career. That is not for everyone. It's not. But I can tell you what it is for everyone. I can tell you what it is for every black male individual. Entrepreneurship. I can create a job that can trickle down to my kids, that my kids' kids can continue to do. That creating a legacy with a job offering to others, that one thing will be able to create generational wealth. And that's what we need to be looking into. That's what we need to be looking into. We need to be doing these things. We need to get outside of our community, get outside of our jobs. No, these kids, a lot of these kids are not mine. I don't have any kids. But I take the initiative to talk to them and to build their mindset to think that it's things outside of being a celebrity. And there's nothing wrong with that lifestyle. But in case you don't know, it's very few. We have to be honest with these kids. It's very few that gonna make it. And we don't want to knock their dreams, but and aspirations for these careers. You know, in the movie industry, in the music industry, in the entertainment industry. But that's not all that is out there. That's not all that is out there. That they can be greater and they can do greater things than just that. That they can become more than just that. So I personally, I'm sorry, this is my first video like this, have personally put together a movement that I am going to be launching on January the 26th. On January the 26th, I am in the Georgia, Middle Georgia area. In Macon, Georgia. I'm going to be giving out later date from now. I'm going to be giving out a address, but I'm going to be launching for men. I'm pushing for men, black men, to come together and let's educate these younger men, these younger boys, and let's give them the knowledge that they need beyond that type of the famous society. Let's give them knowledge that they need, that they can make $1 outside of selling a record, that they can make a $1 outside of gang banging, that they can make $1 outside of selling drugs, that they can make $1 outside of playing the ball, playing sports, that they can make $1 outside of these things. Because one thing about it, statistics does not lie. Facts do not lie, and I have to be honest with you. Majority of us, that's what they want us to do. They want us to dribble a ball and shut up. They want us to, rap on the mic and not speak into these young people's mind and not give them the understanding that they need. Not give them the understanding that they need. So what I'm calling for is I'm calling for each and every one of you black men that are out there. I want you to stand with me. I want you to agree with me. I want you to join my initiative. It's called A Rise Black Men and Unite. I want you to come. I will be giving out a date on a later time period. I want you guys to come and join with me, and let's give these young black men a hope besides, being celebrities. Let's give them hope outside of that. Let's give them plan B, plan C. Because if our plan A don't work out, then we need a plan B. We need a plan C. We need these plans to figure out how life goes. I asked a young man yesterday about what is their dream outside of high school. He told me college. This young man is 17. I said, well, if college is your dream outside of high school, you're already 17. What college are you going to? He couldn't answer that. What are you going to study for? He couldn't answer that. But all he knew is that he wanted to play ball. Come on, man. We're better than that. We're better than that. That young man should have already knew what his dreams and aspirations are by the time he was 17. Because one thing about it, he got 2 strikes against him. He's young. He got 3 strikes, actually. He's young, he's black, and he's a male. And we live in a society where being those 3 things, you got cops who are killing us out here. You know, you have so many obstacles that we have to face. And if we don't know what we're going to do outside of playing sports, then we're going to be lost. Then we're lost. We got a lot of young men who are lost in society now, man. And it's crazy. So let's bring together these. I'm calling for police officers, for MTs, for emergency response, for correctional officers, for politicians, for athletes, for each and every one that is out here that is a male and that is black, and that entrepreneurs that are succeeding in society. And even not if you ain't, even if you have a regular job, you can speak to a young man and encourage them to think better. You can give them hope. So join me on this initiative. It's called Arise Black Man. I will be coming forth with a few more videos coming up to that date, and I'm going to be giving out the address, and I'm going to be giving out what are we going to be doing in that moment, and things that I need to get out to you guys. If you want to get involved in this process, I ask that each and every one of you email me at Rise Black Man and Unite. If you don't have my immediate contact information, you can email me at ariseblackmanandunite at gmail.com. That's again ariseblackmanandunite at gmail.com. If you have my personal information and you want to be involved and you want to contribute, anytime, contact me and get information. And if you want to get prior information up to that date, I will be continually giving out information day by day. So continue to watch my videos, and let's share, like, and let's push this initiative out, and let's get these young men on the mindset of being greater than just being an athlete, that being greater than just being a entertainer, that life is more to that we have to get it in our mindset. And not saying that there's anything wrong. I'm not knocking any of you guys who are. But if you have that type of platform, encourage that they get knowledge first. Because if we have the greatest thing that a child can get is knowledge. A verse in the Bible says that we perish because of lack of knowledge. We don't perish because of things that are going on in our lives. We don't perish because of situations. We perish because of lack of knowledge. So if we can get these young people to think and be able to, see past what their current situation is, and we can get them to start activating knowledge in their mindset, then we can be on the right track. I just wanted to get with you guys and let y'all guys know what I'm doing. If you are a black entrepreneur, if you are, a black male, and you want to join with me, if you have any organizations, I'm calling for all organizations, all of the alumni organizations. I'm calling for all of the fraternity, black fraternity organizations, Omega Psi Phi, Alpha. Calling for the NAACP. I'm calling for all these companies that are out there, join with us on this. Join with us. I want us to unite and bring forth a black power structure. You know, pastors. If you're a pastor and you have that type of influence, join with us. If you are a individual and you just want to help, join with us, because we are what is going to launch these young people into society. If you're in the middle Georgia area and you want to be involved, contact me again at a rise black man and unite at gmail.com and get with me, and we're gonna do great things. Thank you. See you later.